So to recap our vocabulary so far on circles, we have a diameter. We use a small d for that. And then we have, that goes all the way across, and then we also have a radius. We use a little r. And again, a diameter is 2 times the radius, and a radius is the diameter cut in half. So today we're going to continue to talk about area and circumference, the formulas, and we're going to talk about writing our answers in terms of pi. So remember, circumference is essentially the perimeter of a circle. And we have two different formulas. We have big C equals d times pi, or we can say big C equals 2 times r times pi, because remember that d is equal to 2r and 2r is equal to d. When we talk about area, area is the space inside a circle. And the formula for that is A equals pi times r squared, or if you wanted to expand r squared, A equals pi times r times r. Keep in mind that circumference is just regular units and area is units squared. So we're going to look at a couple of examples, and when we write in terms of pi, we do not multiply by 22/7 or 3.14. We just go ahead and leave the pi symbol. So if we look at this first example, we can see that this is in fact a diameter. So if our diameter is 8, and we know that diameter divided by 2 is r, so 8 divided by 2, the radius is 4. And then we need to find the area and the circumference of that. So we know, if I come over here, A is equal to pi r squared. So I'm going to plug in my numbers. I'm going to say pi, I'm going to leave it in terms of pi. Pi times 4 times 4. So I just need to multiply my 4 times 4. And my area is 16 pi centimeters squared. Now, if it didn't say right in terms of pi, then you would do 16 times 3.14 and you would get an answer. Circumference, you can use either formula, it doesn't matter, d times pi. So our diameter was 8 times pi, so circumference is 8 pi centimeters, and you're done. And again, if it didn't say in terms of pi, you would leave, you would do 8 times 3.14. So leaving it in terms of pi means you don't have to do that extra step, and it actually is a lot simpler. So on this one, we have a radius of 7 feet, and we know that diameter, they gave us the radius, diameter is 2 times the radius. So if I said 2 times 7, I get a diameter of 14 feet. So if I wanted to find the area, again, I'm always writing that formula out, A equals pi r squared. So A equals, I'm going to leave pi, the radius was 7 times 7. And I know that 7 times 7 is 49 times pi. So 49 pi is feet squared. Now, 7 is a multiple of 49 is a multiple of 7. So if it asked you, and I know it doesn't, but I just want to refresh your memory on what we talked about in class today. This is an example where we would do 49 times, we would use 22 over 7. We would not use the 3.14. So if you flip swapped 49 over 7 times 22 over 1. Well, I know that 49 over 7 is just 7. So 7 times 22 is 154. So if we multiplied that out, that is what we would get. So just be aware that because this is a multiple of 7, we would use 22 over 7 and not pi as 3.14. Here we can do the circumference. Pi times d is just going to be 14 times pi feet. And again, if we needed to multiply this out, we would say 14 over 1 times 22 over 7. And I can cross reduce that. 14 over 7 is 2. So this would just end up being 44. So again, we're just talking about it in terms of pi, but I wanted to refresh your memory on when to use 22 over 7. So now we have a radius that's a decimal. So the radius is 2.5 inches. So again, diameter is going to be 2 times that. So 2 times 2.5 is 5.5, or 5 inches, excuse me. So for our area, pi r squared, we're going to leave pi as a symbol. We're going to have to do 2.5 times 2.5. So when we multiply that, 25, this becomes 12. Don't forget your placeholder, 10 and 5. 625. It is not like my 6s or my 2s today. 1, 2. So we get 6.25 times pi inches squared. And if we wanted to know what that equaled, we would do 6.25 times 3.14. And then we also need to do circumference. So diameter times pi. Diameter is 5. So 5 pi inches. So I hope this is helpful. Try to do the maze and check your work, and then there will be a Google form with some practice for you.